Hi friends! So guess what this week is? Take a look at these pictures. It's camping week! Now let's take a look at some important items you need to camp. What's this? A tent! You might take a tent camping. This is a backpack to store all your gear. You're gonna need a sleeping bag if you're going to sleep. You'll need a lantern for light and a cooler to keep your food in. You might want to bring some camping chairs so you can sit outside. And a flashlight is extra important as well, especially at night. Don't forget to bring your first aid kit in case anyone gets hurt. Now, in case you don't use a tent, you might use a camper. Here's a few different kinds you could see. Now, here are some different activities you could do when you're camping with your family. You might sing some campfire songs. I'm gonna play some of those in a little bit. Mom or dad might make a campfire, and you might make s'mores. Or you might relax and put up a hammock. Or you and your family might go for a hike or a walk around nature. There are so many cool things you could do while you're camping. Hey, you know what? Miss Marie's got a story to tell us. Let's take a listen.
Hi friends, guess what? I'm camping out in my backyard. I love when I can read and play games and sing songs out in a tent in my backyard. One of my favorite books about camping is called A Camping Spree with Mr. McGee by Chris Van Dusen. Here we go. A Camping Spree with Mr. McGee. Early one morning at 7:03, Mr. McGee and his little dog Dee packed up the camper and hitched up the load. They hopped in their Rambler and they hit the road. They drove to the mountains far from the sea for 2 nights of camping, possibly 3. "There's nothing like camping," said Mr. McGee. "I know you will love it. Just wait and see. The views are fantastic. There's hardly a sound. Aside from the wildlife, there's no one around. The air is so sweet you'll sleep like a log," said Mr. McGee to his small spotted dog. A few hours later, they took a sharp right and found a great spot to lay camp for the night. It was high on a hill with a beautiful view of all the mountains in the distance too. Perhaps most wonderful of all was the brook that ran over a steep waterfall. Dee gathered pine cones and branches and logs. McGee made a campfire and he cooked up some yummy hot dogs. And as the sun set behind the far distant knolls, they started roasting marshmallows over the coals. Ooh, I love roasting marshmallows. And as the embers went out, the campers felt tired and dozy, So they climbed in their bunks, all comfy and cozy. But while they were falling asleep without care, along stumbled in an old bear. A kindly old bear whose sight was not clear. My friends, he could not see far, and he could not see near. But he could smell marshmallows so sticky and sweet. Oh, that smell made him hungry. Oh, that bear wanted a treat. He sniffed out the place where the marshmallows lay. But the car and the camper was in the bear's way. Yet that didn't stop that sneaky old snitch. He simply tried squeezing under the hitch. And as he shimmied under the gap, he pushed up the hitch and it let go. Oh no, it let go with a snap. Now that camper and car were untied, and they started to roll, oh no, down the hillside. The car bounced away on the old logging road while the camper was heading straight to where the stream flowed. It flew down the hill in an old bumpy ride with Dee and McGee sleeping soundly inside. Oh no, friends, what's gonna happen? They were snoring and snoozing and enjoying a dream when, oh no, that camper landed straight in the stream. Splash! The splash shook the camper. There they are. And they bumped out of bed. Now what in the world was that? McGee said. And when he looked out and saw where they were, his hair stood on end, and so did Dee's fur. Oh no! They were caught in the rapids, but that wasn't all. They were heading straight smack dab for the waterfall. Wow, friends, this is exciting. Dee and McGee started to quiver, and faster they headed downriver. But just when they thought they would fall over the edge, the camper got stuck on a rock at the ledge. So there they were, stranded, McGee and his pup, on top of the waterfall, 50 feet up. Meanwhile, that nearsighted bear from before was searching, for one little marshmallow more, when lo and behold, as if out of a dream, he spied something sweet floating in the stream. But what the bear thought was a marshmallow treat was really the camper hitch, and it wasn't something to eat. Boy, that bear really has bad eyesight. Now, whoa, that bear was determined. Oh, he was determined to capture his sweet prize. So he jumped into the water right up to his thighs. He splashed through the stream to the edge of the fall, and he snatched up that hitch with camper and all. Dee felt a tug, and McGee heard a knock as that bear pulled the camper right off of the rock. He dragged them both all the way back to the bank, and then he realized that hitch wasn't sweet. It was quite rank. Yuck. He spit out the hitch and left in dismay, while McGee and Dee's camper again rolled away. It flew down the path with a jolt and a jar, and it stopped in some bushes. Wow! Right next to their car. Wow! Dee popped her head out, and McGee looked out too. Had they really stopped rolling? Could it be true? At last, things were quiet and peaceful and still, and they hooked up that hitch, and they drove down that hill. And on the way home, McGee said to Dee, that trip wasn't quite like I thought it would be. So when they got home and the sky was turning red, they decided, my friends, they decided to camp in their backyard instead. And when we're done with the book, my friends, we say the end. What a great book! Hey, Miss Kelly, do you have any good songs that we can sing when we're camping out in our backyard?
I sure do. Thanks, Miss Marie. Now, let's do the Ants Go Marching medley.
The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, the little one stops to suck his thumb, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, boom, boom. The ants go marching two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching two by two, the little one stops to tie his shoe, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, boom, boom. The ants go marching three by three, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching three by three, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching three by three, the little one stops to bend his knee, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. The noble Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. When you're up, and when you're down, and when you're only halfway up, you're neither up nor down. The noble Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. When you're up, and when you're down, and when you're only halfway up, you're neither up nor down. Marching, 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 hop, 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 hop. Running, 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 running. Now we stop, now we stop. Marching, 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 hop, 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 hop. Running, 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 running. Now we stop, now we stop. March! March, 2, 3, 4. Marching, 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 marching. Hop, 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 hop. Running, 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 running. Now we stop, now we stop.
Thank you, Lila. Okay, friends, ready for the next one? We're gonna do If You're Happy and You Know It. The first thing they're gonna ask us to do is clap our hands just like this. And then they'll tell you to stomp your feet, just like this. They're going to also ask you to tap your toes. Tap, tap, tap. And then you can blink your eyes, which is so silly, just like this. Blink, blink, blink. When my music says free dance, I just want you to dance until they tell you to do something else, okay? All right, follow along as best as you can. Okay, so we're gonna make a campfire scene today, and what we're gonna need is some pre-cut trees. I made one, two, and their trunks. I made some red and yellow and orange paper cut out for fire, 2 little twigs, a glue stick. I have a white crayon, you could use white chalk, a picture, a 8x10 piece of construction paper to make your tent, and a black sheet of paper. And that's it. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start by taking our glue stick and we are going to glue on our trees. Okay, so I'm gonna glue those on and I'm gonna decide to put them at the top of my paper. So I'm gonna put it right there. Now let's put the trunk on and let's do the other tree as well. So next we are going to glue on our tent, and this is how we're going to make it. We're going to take our sheet of paper, we're going to have mom or dad or yourself fold it in half for the top of your tree and then fold the corners so it opens up. And we're going to go ahead and put some glue on the back. Oops, I need a little more. And then we are going to glue it down underneath our trees, just like that. Fold it up. I think I'm going to put a little glue in my seams there just to make it stick, just like that. Okay, oops, one popped up. I'll fix that. Now, I have a picture of my son Hudson that I took, so you could take a picture of yourself or maybe one of your siblings or mom or dad, and we're going to put Hudson in the tent. Gotta kind of fix it because we don't want to fold it over his cute little face, and we're going to stick that back down. And then lastly, we're going to take our twigs and we're going to glue those two twigs in a crisscross shape down at the bottom of the paper. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue on the fire. Oh, that just doesn't want to stick. So here's my orange and my yellow and red colors to make it look like fire. Once that's all glued on, I'm going to grab my white crayon and I'm going to make little dots in the sky because it's nighttime, and usually when you go camping you get to see some beautiful, magnificent stars in the open sky. So I'm going to put that on, and there you have it. There is your camping picture. You can use paper like I did. You can create your own. You can do whatever you want in order to make your paper and your art project your own. Thanks. Well, that's it, friends. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.